What up? So, going on another journey today, me and one of the boys, just making preparations. Kai check before we go. Getting the boat all packed up. Got everything we need. From beds to cookers to make sure we've got enough warm clothes. Here we go, heading off on our little journey. And we are off, no real plans. The idea is just get out, have some fun, catch some fish or do whatever. But yeah, just whanaungatanga time and time to reset the wairua.
What's the comp?
Silly boys, had to have a little comp, biggest snapper for 10 baka. Who wins?
$10. Biggest snapper, 10 bucks.
So there was a bit of roaming around looking for workups, dolphins and whales, and to be honest, not a lot going on, so we had to just pick random spots. So those who don't know, when you're out fishing for snapper, we're allowed 7 each a day. We didn't go anywhere near that, but that is the max limit, and they've got to be at least 30 centimetres.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, massive.
Wasn't a lot to gloat about here. I think that would have been a PB fish for Logan. I think he wanted a photo with it, but I had to throw it back. I did forget to mention that on our first drop, I had given Logs one of my Spear soft bait rods. He managed to hook a fish, stoked about. Next minute, a shark took the fish, and it spooled the whole reel, so now Logan didn't have a soft bait rod, and that was the first drop of the day. Yeah, good one, Logan. So there was a lot of this going on for a few hours. We were just stopping heaps of spots and we were catching heaps of little ones with the odd keeper. It was honestly pretty hard work, but it didn't matter. We had a good feed while we were out there and some good laughs. Beautiful keeper here.
No wonder.
Can't really remember, but I think this might have been our first keeper for the trip. So always good to get that first one in the bag. So those who don't know who Logan is, I work with him. He's a station officer firefighter. And as you can see, this is my video, so I get to pull the piss out of Logan. That was Logan taking forever to get a hook out of the fish mouth. Kia kaha, Logan. So after all that fishing, we headed into Great Barrier and went to one of my dive spots where I was getting ready to go and get some crays for the day. Here I am getting suited up. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any footage of the crays. They were a little bit too deep and my camera only goes to 10 meters without a casing. So yeah, I blew a bottle to get, I think it was half a bottle at first, got a few crays and went to another spot, got another few, and that was enough cray diving for that day. A little bit boring, but here I am getting ready and about to jump in, off to grab some crays. What do you do there, Logan? There he goes, doing something in that bottle. Oh, throws it over, there. So while I was off diving, afterwards we realised that I'd left the camera rolling. So it was a bit of a hard case having a look. I got to see what Logan was up to. Obviously having a bit of a fish and being my boatman, which was awesome. For divers out there, it's always good to have a boatman, just for that safety side of things. So ngā mihi logs for that. And good to see him checking in here with his beautiful wife Mandy. And now we get to have a little bit of a look at what he's up to. Not too much fish coming on board. Is this the part where you said you got that kingfish, Logs? Oh, kapai bro, proof in the pudding. Fishy story is always good. And this looks like I'm getting back from that first dive. I think we got a couple of crays, so good to get those on board too. I know that we moved on to another dive spot which was pretty close. I jumped in and blew the other half of the bottle. I remember I did say to him I missed a few crays in this spot, but did manage to get a couple more, so we had a pretty decent haul of crays for day one, so we've got to be pretty heavy with that. You see I did have the camera and I was trying to record when I was down in the depths, but it just wouldn't record, and I think it's because I was too deep, so didn't really get to see me getting the crays out of the holes, unfortunately. But never mind. Then for me, I just talked to Logs and told him, he knows that I prefer to be in the water than fishing. I've got no patience for fishing. So we came up with a little plan where I just worked the coastline and, nice and close on the rocks, just wanted to snoop for some snapper. So I had a good couple of hours in the water, probably 2 to 3 hours. Only picked up a couple, but missed a few, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. You might pick up that I'm pretty much looking for boulders and stuff, and looking for areas where I can just stalk over and try and sneak up on snapper. When you're by yourself, it's good to stay nice and shallow, or I feel makes me feel safer as well. Yeah, I then came across a spot where I spotted a nice big snapper. I don't know how big, but he was up there. So then I grabbed some kin and started throwing it over the ledge just to try to lure him back in. I'm a shocker with patience. I probably should have stayed away longer. But anyway, here I am burleying up as much as I can. So from here I waited, and then the old snapper came in, and here he comes now. There's his big head. I should have taken the shot, but I didn't, and I can only see his tail. And I'm waiting for him to turn side on, but he sees me, boom, gone, spewing. So I'm coming back to the surface, heart's racing, and I'm swearing to myself, you idiot. So having another look at it, I'm coming over, it's in like 3 meters of water. And look, he's coming in, there's his big head. It happened so quickly. Like, look at that, boom, gone. So that was the end of that. So I carried on snooping, managed to come up across another rock, and on initial peek over the top, I noticed some more snapper. I think I might have bellied up, I'm not sure. So then I do drop in on this one and go for another shot. So I take the shot there, and then I work my way back to the surface, get up here, look down, and I've realised the snapper's got off the spear. Frickin' annoying, don't know what I did. Having another look here. Not sure if it was the distance, but I feel like I penetrated it, but I'm not sure if it went all the way through because he appears to have just got off. Anyway, I moved on to another spot, and there was a lot going on. I missed the other snapper. Didn't record everything, but then I did come across another snapper here. Sneak in on him, and you'll see him right there. Wait for him to turn, get a shot away. I must have stopped it early, and that's me just processing it quickly. So I kept moving on, working the coastline. I had the sun behind my back, which is really good because the snapper can't see you. So here, it's only about 2 meters of water. The sun's right behind my back. The snapper's sitting there, and I know he can't see me. So then, yep, I sneak around, take the shot. There he is sitting right there. Bang, that was another one for the bag. After I process this fish, I then flag down logs and make my way back to the boat. Good day so far, bro?
Main day.
I think we've only got like half a dozen snapper, half a dozen crays, heaps of laughs. But here we are, we found ourselves a little bait. Tō maua nei kāinga mo te pō.
Tēnei pō.
Alright. So we found our anchorage for the night. We then decided to prep for dinner and then make our beds. But before that we had a bit of a wash and stuff as well. Logs jumped in.
Hurry up here.
To have a swim, building up the courage to get in there. Not everyone enjoys the water as much as others. Fair enough. This was our catch for the night. You'll notice the darker snapper, the kelpies, the ones I've speared. So only I got 5 snapper and 5 crays at this stage. And here I am having a bit of a scrub before we settle in for the night. And Logs jumps in for a bomb or 2 as well, and then we started making our dinner. Free grain hair growth are looking to sponsor someone. My mate Logan here might need that, please. Sorry bro, had to take my chance there. You would have. So easy dinner for us tonight. Had onions and lamb and rosemary sausages with wraps and coleslaw. We had some chocolate as well. Had a beer or 2. Logs had his kombucha as we settled in for the night. Can't see much, but beautiful. From here we made our beds and crashed out for the night. In Morena.
Sweet. Main.
It's about 6 o'clock in the morning at this stage, so made a cup of tea as we got ready to prep for breakfast in another day. Just making a cup of tea. What's our time? 6:40 in the morning. What a beautiful morning this is. Luke's making another push for their Regain sponsorship. Nice simple fry for breakfast, baked beans, and we got chicken, sausages, eggs, onions, and wraps and ciabatta buns. Enough to fill the guts. After clean up, Logs managed to tin us this trevally, which was hanging around after we threw our scraps over the side. Nice start to the day. Walk this way, bro. There's a little kingy there, bro. You come back this way. Yep, got it. There, bro. Mean fish. Yeah. But that was a baby kingy. And no mucking around. Once we up anchored, I was in my wetsuit and I was straight back in the water. back into some diving, making advantage of the low early sun. The viz was absolutely amazing out there. I'm picking 15 meters plus, that good. From here I managed to tenasa this granddaddy harp hooker. Have a look, see if you can spot him before I shoot him. You see, that was a good score getting that granddaddy harp hooker. So I got rid of him, chucked him in the bin. From there, carried on hitting the coastline. Yeah, managed to, you'll see I missed the fish again. Yeah, you notice all my diving, it's in real shallow water. I just do that for peace of mind, and I'm not a deep diver anyway. I might get up to 10 or 12 meters at a max for me, but I like staying in the shallows. Yeah, so here's that snapper that I talked about. Look, sitting right there, and I don't know how, but I managed to miss this one as well. I was having an absolute shocker with the gun. I don't know what it was. Can't make any excuses. After that I managed to pick up one more snapper, and then that was it, done spearing this spot. I ended up going for another bottle dive and then picking up our final craze for the day. And yeah, I didn't video that bottle dive, but here's me getting back from the bottle dive with a bag full of craze. I know the spot I found was really good, it was loaded, so I managed to get these real quick. Then jumped up for one more spear barrier. I remember I found this little octopus that I was playing with. He was a cute little thing. They can be intimidating, but yeah, for some people, but yeah, it was cool playing with that. Then I worked the coastline a little bit more, doing a little bit more spearing. Not a hell of a lot was going on. I really wanted a kingfish because I was hanging out off this point, but nothing came in, only small rats. So after, I don't know, another hour of spearing or so, it was time to head off, and we headed off to Horn Rock for a play. I jumped in there looking for a kingfish, nothing came in but rats. Went to Flat Rock as well for a play there, and we picked up a couple more fish as we headed home. This shot here, there were these fish that were right into the kinners, so I was trying to feed them, but they didn't want to have a bar of me, they just took off, but that was all good. And then here I am just dropping into random depths. I can't remember if this was Horn Rock or still at Barrier, but sort of just sitting down hoping something might come in, but no action. So don't really want to bore you guys. Here I am getting out of Horn Rock. This is a point that I was getting pretty tired and almost all dived out. Logs are still fishing as we then prepared for our journey home. This is us having another quick fish, picking up a couple more. At this stage with the competition, I was leading with the snapper that I was spearing. There was a little bit of indecisiveness with fishing or spearing, and our bet was just the biggest snapper. We didn't say how, so poor old Logan had to listen to my banter. Here he is still trying to catch something. I remember he thought this was a big fish, but he just had a double hook up. So from here you can see the water's really glassing off. As we're about halfway home, we were stopping for random fish and random spots. Beautiful out there. And here I am just quickly packing down all our fish and all our crays with the ice. Yeah, because it's so hot. The journey home continues, get to Flat Rock. It's so flat I couldn't help myself. Had to jump in for one little look, see if there was any kingies there. The viz there was probably a good 15 metres, probably best I've ever seen it. And that was the last dive for the day, and here that is here. Yeah, once I got out here, we carried on home back to Gulf Harbour. Boys have just got home. Busted.
Choice couple of days.
Mean, eh?
Biggest snapper. Easy.
Someone's not letting it go. Someone's not letting him go. But yeah, kia ora whānau. And here we are, we just got home. Unpack the boat. Now clean up time. The cleaning. But all in all, we've had a mean 2 days. Quick look at our catch. We got 11 crays over 2 days. That's 3 each a day. One of us only has 2 for one of the days. We only got a total of 14 snapper over 2 days. Trevally, Granddaddy Hapuka. So enough fish to feed around in the whānau. And just a quick snippet of me filleting our fish, but that's our 2 day trip. Thanks everyone for watching. You get an insight to a good couple of days out at sea. Just wanted to share with everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. It was a real good time to, reset the wairua. Ngā mihi, share it around. Kia ora. Thanks again.